Are people really leaving the land of 10,000 lakes for the land of cheese? Why would they do that? This video is going to answer those questions. Hey guys, I'm Roddy, realtor at your service since 2010, serving both Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. And guess what? Even though I work in Minnesota for the most part, I got my family out of there in 2020. And if you're unhappy with the way things are going in Minnesota, here are the top 5 reasons that people are leaving Minnesota to buy a home in Wisconsin. Make sure to watch until the end because reason number 1 will make you want to change your state of residency now. But before I hit this list, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel as I systematically cover what areas around the Twin Cities and Western Wisconsin are going to be the best for you and your family. Now let's jump into it. Reason number 5, taxes. Out of the 50 states in the union, Minnesota has the 6th highest marginal tax rates. Its minimum rate and maximum rate are both higher than what Wisconsin has to offer. So if you want to keep more of the money that you earned, Wisconsin's a better option. I mean, this equates to thousands of dollars a year. Not only is the income tax rate higher in Minnesota, but so is the sales tax. Think about how much money you spend on items that are taxed. Now, take into account that Minnesota's sales tax is 6.88% and Wisconsin is 5%. Now, depending on your spending habits or needs and where you end up shopping, that easily equals hundreds and for some people over $1,000 a year. On top of that, Minnesota's corporate tax rates are at 9.8% while only at 7.9% in Wisconsin. So do with that information what you will. Number 4, political ideology. This is my least favorite to talk about, but there's no hiding the fact that differing political ideologies have become more tribal. And unfortunately, this has poured into so many facets of people's daily lives. Corporations, healthcare, schools, everything. So if you're striving to live a way of life that doesn't fit in with the overall worldview that mostly dominates the Twin Cities metropolitan area, it's not drastic or imprudent to pick up and move somewhere else. In fact, a lot of people have done it. Number 3, lifestyle. So I think that people at different stages of their lives value different things. Somebody who's young, single, working in the city might appreciate the proximity to nightlife, social gatherings in their workplace more than someone who's married with a couple of kids. I'm married with 5 kids, and as time went on, we realized the importance of a lifestyle that wasn't so distracting, wasn't so busy all the time. When my wife and I were first married, we actually moved into the city of St. Paul, and then a year and a half later, moved out to Stillwater. A few years later yet, and we bought over 30 acres in Wisconsin, and we plan on staying here for good. There's some major benefits to living in the cities that mostly revolve around work, community, shopping, and entertainment, but if you want your life to be different than the space-limited, busy city, Wisconsin's a great choice. Number 2, crime. There's no hiding the fact that certain areas of Minnesota have been struggling with a crime problem. High crime can have a huge impact on your quality of life and your property value. A lot of people that are moving out of Minnesota are escaping areas where crime has risen dramatically. Now, Wisconsin's not immune to crime, but if you take the 3 counties in western Wisconsin that are nearest the Twin Cities and compare them to the 7-county metro area in Minnesota, you'll see that the ADT crime index rates them far less. For the most part, crime isn't a huge issue outside of a few areas of Minneapolis, St. Paul, but that's to be expected from any major metropolitan area. All right, I'm about to go into the number 1 reason, but just wanted to ask you, what are your favorite or least favorite things about living in Minnesota? I get a lot of people looking at these videos from outside of the state that would love to hear your opinions, so leave a comment below. Okay, number 1, home prices. Home prices are the number 1 reason people are crossing the river from Minnesota into Wisconsin. And I'll give you a little example. When we sold our 1,700 square foot 3-bedroom split entry in Stillwater, Minnesota on a 1/4 acre, we only paid $9,000 more for a 2-story with 2 detached garages on 31 acres in Wisconsin. Whoa. In fact, if you're willing to drive a little more, or if you work remotely, you can expect much more in Wisconsin. With the way home prices have risen in the Twin Cities, many buyers have been forced to look further out just to be able to afford a home. Programs from the USDA have also made it easier as you're able to qualify for a 0% down payment on a home in Wisconsin as part of their rural development program. The average sales price for the 7-county metro area in Minnesota is $424,000. And compare that with the average sales price in the 3 counties in western Wisconsin that are nearest the Twin Cities, and you'll see why people are comfortable with making a little bit longer drive. I'll also add that if you're looking for more land, the price per acre in Wisconsin is going to be where your money goes the furthest. In a lot of places, you can still get land at around $5,000 per acre on larger plots. Now listen, I love Minnesota. I don't mean to bash on Minnesota. There are so many areas that offer an unrivaled quality of life that you won't ever be able to get in Wisconsin. But with the topics covered in this video, many people are more comfortable with calling Wisconsin home. If you're planning a move to Minnesota or Western Wisconsin, I'd love to help you out. I've been an award-winning realtor since 2010 and would love to be your personal resource. So here's my email. Reach out to me. Make sure to watch the rest of the videos on this channel as I deep dive into the best neighborhoods all around the Twin Cities.
All right, great job, Roddy.
Yeah.